channel English Literature IS, which has specially been designed for students who are planning to take up English Literature as their optional for IS mains, or have already taken up English Literature for IS as optional for their mains and are looking for some kind of assistance for their preparation. Before I begin, I would like to request you all to kindly subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that every time we upload a video, you are able to get a notification for it. We have already uploaded a few videos on our YouTube channel, one of which being why English literature we should take up as an optional, why it is a good optional. We have talked about the introduction to English literature, and then finally in the last video I told you about the 8-stage process that we take in covering our course and how we go about covering our course. All of it is online course, right? But today, we had some demand that some students just wanted to ask about the test series. Now, test series course is a little different from the online course because it is only confined to writing tests, in which you will write tests to me and I will evaluate those tests. You will send it to me in a PDF format and I will send it back to you properly evaluated. And that is not having classes or explanation of the poems as explained in the last video, the 8-stage process, but it definitely has proper comprehensive evaluation is done and question papers are sent to you. We have got, in our test series, we have got designed 14 tests for you, and in those 14 tests are just all the questions which have come in the previous papers, and some new questions are there, and you have to write those answers in a 3-hour format. And all the 14 tests are like the first test is confined to, let us say, Renaissance, Shakespeare plays, metaphysical poetry, John Donne. So all the 15 questions, just like paper 1 format, question 1, 5 questions, 10 marks each, 150 words the word limit. Second question, three questions like that, and we have but no options. I don't give you options in this, so you have to attempt all the questions exactly in the same format. And then you make a PDF file of that. You write it down, you make a PDF file of that, and then you send it to me, right? And then when I receive your paper in PDF, I will correct it online, I will evaluate it online, not online, I will evaluate it and I will mail it back to you. And I'm just going to show you how we plan to go about it. So this is our explanation of our test series course designed for English literature, right friends? So now I'm showing on your screen, as you can see, that this is the paper format, and in this paper I'm going to show you how we are going to evaluate you. Now you can see here as for yourself that this is a question paper, right? Question 1, write short notes on the following. Now this is test 1. Test 1 covers 3 topics: Renaissance, Elizabethan literature era, Jacobean era, both the plays of Shakespeare, and the metaphysical poetry and John Donne's poems. So now the first question is, write short notes on the following, 10 marks each, the country, the quote and the country in English literature of the Renaissance. Now 150 words is the limit in which you have to attempt this question. Now I had sent this paper across to one of my students who is already doing online this test, has taken a test series course with me, and now I'll just show you how we evaluate and how you send me the PDF file. Now he sent me this PDF file, as you can see, and he in fact straight away started with the second question. The second question is the term metaphysical conceit with illustrative references to Donne's poems, to John Donne's poems. Now this is, he has to write in 150 words, right? Now he submitted to me this answer and sent to me this file in PDF format, and he is writing here. Now just you can see, the term metaphysical conceit, poetry indulgence is similar with images, the discovery of great resemblances in things, unlike it is referred to as the most heterogeneous dears. And then he's writing metaphysical country is one of the hallmark of metaphysical poetry, especially in Donne's poetry, in the poem Validation and Forbidding, and he goes on and he has written this answer. Now when I will receive this question from you, this answer from you, I will evaluate it as per UPSC guidelines. I will just evaluate to you as per UPSC guidelines, and as you can see here, you just read my comments and see how we evaluate. Well answered. Now he has given his answer. I don't want to read the whole answer, it will take a lot of time in the video, and he has written over here, and he has written this answer, and now my comments, read my comments. I read your answer, I evaluate your answer, whatever corrections I feel, I write down on the side. Well answered, just a few points to further improve your answer. Since the term metaphysical conceit is mentioned in the question, we must mention the name of Samuel Johnson, who coined the term metaphysical poetry, and thereby the term metaphysical conceit was born. Also try to mention at least one metaphysical conceit from each of the poems of Donne prescribed in the syllabus. For example, for the poem To His Mistress Going to Bed, we can mention the conceit, "Oh my America, my Newfoundland," as the poet referring to his lover's body. Now, this is, those of you who have done this poem, they can understand. But my idea is that when I read, now I will go back to the question again. The term metaphysical conceit with illustrative references to Donne's poems, write short notes on the following. So now when you are writing your answer to this, I'm just telling you how I evaluate. When he says the term metaphysical conceit and references to Donne's poems, now what does UPSC expect from us? UPSC expects from us that we refer to each of the 5 poems, and all those 5 poems have one conceit each or more conceits each. So we have to take up the most relevant conceit in that and write it in our answer. At the same time, complete it in 150 words. So now this person who has written this answer, maybe he has missed out on the conceit in "His Mistress Going to Bed," which is a very important conceit of this poem. Oh his mistress going to bed. So I mentioned it there. Now let's go to another question that he has attempted. Now he has attempted 1C question. Now what is this 1C question? 1C question is the Caliban-Prospero relationship in the play in the Tempest. Again, short notes, 150 words. Now again we see how he has worked out on that. Now here he starts. The play called The Tempest, written by Shakespeare, revolves mostly around the 2 characters called Caliban and Prospero. Now this is how he is writing his answers. Prospero's relation with Caliban is much more complex as we compare the relationship with another characters in the play. Like now he is given a quote over here. Quotes again. When you do my course with me, whichever course, test series or this, I will always guide you that in UPSC we need to do a lot of quotes. We need to put in a lot of quotes, and we must have a file with us for each text and what are the relevant and important quotes. So here I said again, he's put a quote, and I check the paper and I circle the one quote he has put very nice, and I say very well quoted. Just complete the quote. This island's mine by side. This is one dialogue by Caliban in the play Tempest. So those of you who are following this course and who are doing English literature, they can understand. Who have done this play also, they can understand. And now this says this. So he's just written this one line. So I would have, how do I guide you students? You write the paper. It's not here just crossing out or putting ticks and putting marks. No. It's about how to prepare well for your UPSC optional. That is my only purpose for this channel and for the courses that I am doing. So now I say, whatever I feel the corrections, I am putting it down for you. Very well quoted, just complete the quote. This island's mine by Sycorax my mother, which thou takest from me. Always use this full quote because it is self-explanatory about Prospero-Caliban relationship and shows how much Caliban resents Prospero. Now those of you who have done this play, read this. This island's mine by Sycorax my mother, which thou takest from me. So it's very simple that the colonized is saying that my place has been taken away or usurped by the colonizer. So always use this full quote because it is self-explanatory about Prospero-Caliban relationship and shows how much Caliban resents Prospero. Also mention the attempted rape of Miranda by Caliban, which adds further bitterness to the Prospero-Caliban relationship. So he has written this answer, and then whenever I feel that the answer is longer, I always put a quote. See, read here, slightly lengthy. Please try to stay around the 150 word limit. That's again a very important part of UPSC answer writing. So this test series is totally devoted to answer writing. It is not teaching you the text, but how you are answering. You have already done. We assume that you have already read the texts. You have knowledge of that. And how do you write? We make corrections in your writing, right? Now again, the third question. Again, I go back to the the question paper that I sent to him. The Lear-Cordelia relationship in King Lear. Now this is the other play. All know we have 2 plays of Shakespeare. So this is the Lear-Cordelia relationship in King Lear. He's saying, and now what is the answer that my friend has written? You sent me this paper. Now he again says the relationship between Lear-Cordelia and the play King Lear is father and daughter relationship. Now this is his answer. Now when I read your lines, I always like to give you some punch sentences. Now this is not that you don't have to learn by heart, but this is an idea how to answer this question. Because देखो हमारे पास ना 150 की word limit है. We can't cross too much. 160, 170, but you can't write 250 words. You will lose marks. You need very good summary skills. You need to say more in less words. You understand? So now how do I'm now given him an idea. I've given him whatever marks, that's different. You can also begin your answer like this. Lear-Cordelia relationship starts with the folly of Lear in the beginning of the play and ends with both with the death of both the father and the daughter. Whoever has done this play, whoever is doing English of Literature optional and read this play or preparing for this course, he knows what I'm talking about. So like this, I keep putting corrections. You can use the quote of Lear in the beginning of the play. Nothing comes out of nothing. No, read this. You can. Those who are doing this course, who are studying, they know. So, but what I'm trying to say is that how I evaluate in my test series. The 14 tests are there, sent to you as per your convenience. Whenever you want, they'll be mailed. Once you enroll for the course, I will send you the tests. Then in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whenever you feel you are ready, the syllabus for each test is defined. Like test 1 has got Renaissance, Elizabethan, Jacobean, and the 2 plays of Shakespeare, and then metaphysical poetry and the poems of John Donne. That's what test 1 is designed. Then test 2 moves on to the next one. It is about Paradise Lost, and it is about Rape of the Lock. The other, the next. So like this, we have divided it into 10 tests, the whole course, right? And then the last 4 tests are comprehensive tests. Paper 1, paper 2, paper 1, paper 2, so that you can attempt the whole course in one, and it's just like you are writing an exam, and the correction will be done in the same way. So you can see here how I am doing this. It's very you can see very clearly that you can use the quote of Lear in the beginning. So I keep mention, and then whatever I feel is missing, mention here that she brings an army with the husband. No, whatever I'm saying, I'm taking it for granted that you have read the play King Lear. So whatever corrections I feel, wherever I feel you can add something, I write it down. Mention here that she brings this. You can use this quote that she brings the army with her husband, the king of France, to save her father. You can see that, and like this I keep on, and for that is for every test. Now supposing now the E, what is the test? What was the question? E question was the treatment of the supernatural in the Tempest, the supernatural element in the Tempest play. Now he has written his answer. Now maybe I'm finding something that can be added, that can fine tune the answer for better scores, and then I give my own option, trace the supernatural treatment in the play chronologically, beginning from invoking the Tempest, which you have rightly mentioned, then making Ferdinand. So all the supernatural, the magic in the play, but put it in the right order, so that when the examiner is reading, you're not mixed up, that you suddenly quote something which is in the Act 4 and then you come back to Act 2. Just follow the course of the story and tell where it is there. But again, you have to be careful of the word limit, right? That will only come when you practice more and more answer writing. And like that, then we go on. Also you can mention the supernatural drives the entire plot of the play. It is super, and then then wherever I feel, I keep adding, I keep reading, and then I keep marking. And wherever I feel well quoted, if somebody has given a good quote, because quotations and writing quotations from the original text is a very important part of English literature, right? So King Transfer, this is another question, and like that for every question, like supposing this is 2B. Now this question I think is 2B. I'll just go back to 2B and I'll show you what is question 2B. Now question 2B is, how does the love poetry of Donne differ from that of the Elizabethan age? Discuss with reference to the poems prescribed to you. 20 marks, right? So now I go back again what he has written, and then something he has written but something he has missed out. Then he says Donne's love poetry. Then I've given my so that in less words, or making more sense, any line which which I feel is the punch line, you don't need to copy this sentence same to same, but you can write similarly, short, sweet, and to the point. That's what UPSC wants us, because ultimately they don't want us to become scholars, they want us to be officers. I'm just going a little off the track, but try to make you understand. They want concise, correct information, that is there in this. This is not like the more you write, the better you score, like we do in our graduation. That system does not work in UPSC English literature. So now whatever he has written, I'm just adding. Donne's love poetry consists of metaphysical love, which is not what one expects from Elizabethan age poetry. His entire love poetry is unconventional in form. So now I'm trying the difference as the question asks, and like then give more examples of metaphysical conceits. So wherever I feel that he has given less as per that question, and like that on and on and on, and just you can see that this is one paper that he has written, and how much of work is done in the evaluation. It's not some just checking it like that. Wherever I feel something is wrong, this is incorrect. So something that he has written that is incorrect, not a part of the story. Then, maybe he's written that Sycorax about something. Prospero captured the island from Caliban and not his mother Sycorax. So maybe something that he has not written, which is not the part of the text. Something is wrong towards the end. So this is you can just see the marks are there. But wherever he has done right, very good point. So whenever he's made some good point, the student encourage also. At the same time, like this, I keep on evaluating every question. Supposing you take 3 hours to write a paper, I also take 3 hours to evaluate your paper, because I read your style. Then whatever corrections I keep on giving by the side of the question I keep, and in the end, In the end, friends, you will always find points to note. So you submit a paper to me, then I will read this points to notes. So I write your expression is in place and you are also writing mostly within word limits. You are also quoting very well from text, which is very important for UPSC English literature. Just a few observations. Just try to write a little more legibly. Maybe he has a the slight handwriting issue. Because examiners will work hard on your paper. Please don't be anybody who has reached the mains is a very serious student. But then if they can't read, how long can they spend? Then sometimes they will guess. And they might guess so the writing is also a little legible. I'm not saying beautiful handwriting. Padhi jaye. Pad sakta hu na. I don't have to really think what he has written. So, right, one point, another point, always start a new answer. So that's one problem that he had. Also, you have not attempted questions, so he left out a lot of questions. Try to structure answers. So in every paper that I evaluate, in the end I give 4, 5, 6 pointers also. Okay, bhai, aapne ye corrections are required. So that before you give the second paper, you look at these points and then try to make the adjustments accordingly. So now that's how this marks, of course, is good because he did not attempt, he got less marks. So you can see how much of work has gone into this evaluation. As much as time has written in writing the paper, similarly as the time has been given in evaluating the paper. It's not like answers content is okay, structure the answer better. So like this, in every question your answer will be read, each and every line, whatever corrections wherever which have to be put will be put in, and everything will be done as per the exact requirements of the UPSC. So this was, I was just trying to share with you that what is requirement of the UPSC English literature and what is our course and how we cover our course in the test series. Now this is the test series. This is not a course. You will enroll for the course. I will send you the question papers. You will send me the answers in PDF format. I will evaluate the style I have shown you, how I evaluate your answers, how I make the pointers, how I try to help you as much as you want, and then I send back the mail to you. And then you read it, you see whatever the requirements are there, you have to change. So maybe it is supposing it is on symbolism in some play, and you are writing about symbols which are important. Supposing doll's house, and you have missed out one symbol. Now this I am taking to another paper because the whole course is divided into 10 papers and 4 comprehensive tests in the end. So I will say that this you have written, this you have missed out. You have missed out this one, you have missed out this one. So like that I will properly evaluate your paper, right? And then I will send it back to you in PDF format. And then I will again be available on WhatsApp, and we can schedule a phone call if you need some special guidance. You've read your evaluation and you want some more help in that, sir. I want to just tell me a little more how to make my answers better. Like you have written, I have understood, but I just want to have 1 or 2 queries. Always there. It is not that that this is a test series, I will not talk to you. No. It is not like that. We are not so much into business minded. Our basic purpose of this YouTube channel as well our courses which are designed is to help you out. How you can prepare best. And please go through my other videos also which I have put. Why English literature is an important very good optional chance. You can go subscribe to our channel, I have already told you. But this purpose of this video was to show you how I do my evaluation, which you can see that there a lot of hard work goes into it and a lot of effort goes into it. So it is not just like just putting the marks. Exactly where you have given wrong, where you have written something which is incorrect, where you can add some points, all of that will be given very clearly, and the guidance will be given in the paper that you write for me. So the purpose of this video was to introduce you to a test series course, 14 tests, all of them will be comprehensively evaluated, sent back to you in PDF format with proper corrections, proper guidance, what you need to correct yourself. Whether it is your handwriting, whether it is your word limit which is exceeding, whether it's something problem with some spelling or some incorrect information that you have written. Maybe sometimes we are reading too much summaries, we are not going into the original text so much, and then we tend to make mistakes in this, how we comprehend the story. All of that will be provided, the guidance will be provided in the test series also. So but it is totally devoted to writing the test and getting them evaluated from you. I hope this video will be of some use to you and it will help you to understand more about our courses. We have got the online course which is totally covering everything, line by line, all the poems in the text. Text, of course, we can't read the text, but the complete, it will be done, the symbols, motifs, all of that is there in the 8-stage process. Just before that, before this video, the last video prior to this one that is posted on YouTube, you can read about that. But this purpose of this video was only to introduce you to the test series. I hope the video is not too long. Wishing you all the best. Hope you are staying safe in this, dangerous times of the COVID pandemic. But slightly things seem to be now settling down. Let's hope for the best. wishing you all the best for your future, and I sign out now here. Goodbye, good luck. This is Ajay Kapoor, your coach English Literature for IS, signing out. Thank you so much.